Yeah. You ain't getting by on the technicality on this one.
I'm not a fan of how this one went. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Bourbon Theory. I'm Josh.
I'm Bill.
And this is What's
That
Bottle? Episode 18. I have no idea what is in this box. Dad does.
I do.
I have 5 questions and some hints to figure out what it is. Hence, what's that bottle? So, let's get into it, shall we?
Okay.
Ooh, that's a little,
It's a fresh crack.
it's a little weird. Very, very light nose.
Yeah, there is, I don't know, there's a touch of spice there. I mean, it is an absolute fresh crack. There's some sweetness. Like a pear, apricot, peach, something like that. There's a little proof. I don't know why I'm saying all this stuff.
That's what we're here.
You're the one that's got to do the guessing.
I'm just trying to discern what I'm smelling here.
What are you here for? Because what we'd like you to be here for is hit that subscribe button, be a subscriber, follow us along, enjoy what we're putting out there. Give us a thumbs up, maybe give us a like on the videos that you see, and hit that notification bell. That way you get notified every time we drop a new video, which is 7 days a week right now.
Amen. All right. Very, very, very faint oak. A bit of an young smell to it.
You have any guesses on any of that? Not these are not questions. These are just so you think it's young?
Yeah, off the nose, I'd say it's 7 or less.
I'm not talking to you.
I mean, I can be totally wrong. I gotta taste it before I tell you anything else. But
You ready to do that?
oh, hold on. I just got a white grape.
Oh, I said a white fruit. So, This is a fresh crack. This bottle's 10 years old. Just since I've had it. It's 10 years old.
Let's see what it tastes like, shall we?
Let's did it.
Okay. It's got a little proof.
A little bit, yeah. Got some spice.
Yeah. A lot of spice. Very mild pepper, just front, mid, back, finish.
You get it to come in with a little bit of oak here on the back.
Tiny bit.
For me.
Not much sweetness on the palate.
I don't know. I actually do get
A little vanilla.
Yeah, I'm getting a little vanilla, a little honey, a little more of that white fruit again.
Not getting any of that right now. Is this a Kentucky distillery?
Yes, it is.
Is it a Big Six Kentucky distillery?
No, it is not.
Okay. Huh. There's not much in here that you have had for 10 years that's not a Big Six Kentucky distillery, to be honest. I don't even have to look behind me now. I got to keep that in mind.
That's right.
Well,
no, it could be because
totally,
there's some on the bottom spread out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So you've never had this. So I'll give you some hints.
Okay.
You've never had this. You have had product from this distillery before.
Okay.
So that's 2 hints. In 10 years, this has doubled in price.
And it's not Big Six. So it's a brand that's been around for a while.
This was very highly sought after when it first came out. There's not as much of it around anymore either.
How old is it?
This is 10 years old.
Stated?
Yes. I'll count that as just one question.
Thank you. Feel like that was one. 10 years old from Kentucky, age stated. Did they distill it, the label on the bottle?
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so we can eliminate a
The
fair
label
bit.
on the, yeah, well, yeah. And it says distilled and
Bottled by then? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
They do multiple things, but so there's another. That's 6 hints.
By things, you mean brands?
Brands, labels, yeah.
Okay. Okay. I kind of thought 1792 for a minute, but Barton has their hands in so many pies.
They do. And Barton is not a big 6.
Yeah. It's very light.
It
On
does
the
have a
nose.
very light nose on it.
Yeah.
It does.
Let's get the second sip.
It's very reminiscent of some of the Four Roses to me. But it's not Four Roses because you already know it's not a big 6.
Yeah. I can see where you're coming from. Those really like the delicate, fruity, floral ones they have. Yeah.
With the spice,
Yeah.
with the proof, or with the age.
It is very, it doesn't taste super high proof, but I'd say it's like 110-ish, somewhere in that range.
Mhm.
Huh. What is 10 years old that is not a big 6? And by 10 years old, I mean available to purchase 10 years ago.
Yeah. Well, and it is 10 years old.
Yeah,
So
on top of that.
age stated at 10 years.
What city was it distilled in?
Would be Lexington. I think. Let me see if it actually says, but I would have to. No, it actually says Louisville. So.
On Big 6 in Louisville. Well, I immediately go to to Old Forester.
Distilled and aged by, or in Louisville, Kentucky. Yeah.
Okay. I instantly want to go Old Forester there, but the only 10-year-old product I know that they have and that we own is the 1924, and that's not 10 years old.
Mm-mm.
Well, the whiskey is 10
is.
years old.
Yeah.
It has not been 10 years since it was released.
What was your question I just answered? What city?
What city? Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, I have absolutely nothing. Not even the faintest hint of an idea.
7th hint. You recently had something from this distillery company. Not today, but recently.
Okay. Well, the last time we filmed like 36 videos. So
I'm trying to be helpful.
yeah,
It's 36 out of 1,000.
gotta try and narrow it down here now.
Well, that's
County
a significant spice. I like it myself.
I'm not the biggest fan. It's very spicy. The nose is very Four Roses-esque, but it's very much not my favorite recipe Four Roses-esque, you know? And I don't love all the Four Roses. It's very particular for me.
Mm-hmm. I'm calling it spicy, and I just did Old Granddad.
Oh, this is spicier than Old Granddad.
You want to know if it's a bourbon or a rye?
I'm pretty certain it's a bourbon.
I'm just saying, you got another question. I'm just throwing
Yeah,
it out
no,
there.
that's not going to help me right now. I got to narrow it down better. This video is going to have mini cuts.
Death by 1,000 cuts.
All right, I know I'm off camera here, but I'm asking my fifth question.
Okay.
Are there other bottles that we own on our shelves that are the same name label that is on the bottle in the box? If I need to not look at where they are, you tell me.
Yeah, don't look.
Okay.
The answer is partially.
That's not an answer.
They have some.
No, I meant my question was the label that is on that bottle in the box. Is there something else that has that brand's name on it in this room?
I'm going to say yes.
You're going to have to clarify that.
Because it may not have. Nah, I can't. That's.
So, for instance, if this was Angel's Envy, if it does not say Angel's Envy, the answer to that question is no.
No.
All right, then I have no idea.
But that was your question.
That was my final question.
Okay. Are you ready?
I have no idea.
Are you ready to find out?
I gotta give you a shot in the dark.
Okay.
Can I Google distilleries in Louisville?
No.
I don't know. Wait a damn minute. I should have saved my last question. Because now I'm sitting here thinking, Stitzel-Weller's distillery was in Louisville.
It was in Shively. I'm going to give you your 45th hint. It is
Okay.
not Stitzel-Weller.
Just making sure. I have no freaking clue. What other distillery has other labels that they put out? This isn't like its own company that puts out whiskey. It's all distilled in one place.
This is an older brand, and it has been different places. That was a good hint, by the way.
I feel like I'm getting a little shafted.
I'm telling you the truth.
I'm going to feel like an idiot when this is turned around, aren't I?
No, I don't think so, because this is not easy.
Oh, okay.
You're going to drive me to drink.
It's hard because I've only really been like into bourbon for the last like 3 years. But that just means I don't know like the lineage, so to speak, of older brands.
Wow, they got a lot spicier.
That was Tennessee stuff, right?
Yeah, that's Tennessee. And I don't think they've been around 10 years either.
No. Just Bullet used to be in Louisville. All right, fuck. Screw it. Is it Bullet?
No.
All right, what is it? This is Heaven Hill now, Dad.
Nope, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not. It's Luxco. And read what it says.
This is MGP, though.
No, what does it say?
This.
I told you this has been multiple different places.
This is not Kentucky. This is a St. Louis, Missouri on this bottle. If you had said Missouri, I would instantly know Rebel.
No, because you could have gone to Holiday.
It's not 10 years
But
old.
it's not 10 years old. But no.
This?
I first said Lexington, but I had to look at the bottle because today it comes out of Lexington. Or Frankfurt.
Bardstown.
Or Barts, okay. Yeah. You ain't getting by on a technicality on this one.
I'm not a fan of how this one went. Not a fan of how this episode went, guys. I don't like that very much.
Yeah. It's not as good as I remember it being.
It's pretty light on flavor.
I think it's got some good flavors to it. It's, I think the Rebel 120 is better, which you did just recently have. That's the one I was thinking about.
Oh God, that was months ago.
It was in, what's that bottle?
It never made it because that's 2 of the episodes you supposedly hit the record button on. You never did.
I thought that only happened to me.
No, it happened to me too.
Still, here you go. This one has been getting a little more airplay recently on a couple of channels.
You got a lot of them.
I do. I had more.
Anybody want one?
I was buying them for $55.
So now they're 120.
Yeah, somewhere in there. So, like I said, it's very.
It's super.
It is really Four Roses-esque.
Yeah, that's where I was going. It's very. Let me grab the recipe. Nope. Where the bees at?
Well, you just get the neck tag off.
What do you mean? Oh yeah. It's very. Excuse me.
OESF.
It's very OESQ. So floral, banana, refreshing, and medium body.
I agree with the medium body. I don't know about the banana, but I guess that's white fruit.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that it's a banana, but that's the most reminiscent recipe for me.
Yeah.
And that's maybe my third or fourth least favorite. And I only really like maybe 4 recipes. So, all right. I guess you stumped me. I
know. And gave you multiple hints.
Might be a technicality on this one. Because the label on that bottle.
I said.
Is St. Louis,
where it came from.
And today it would be Bardstown.
But it says local.
But we have had the conversation.
It says local.
It says distilled in Louisville. I didn't ask where it was distilled.
Distilled and bottled.
I asked the label.
I told you this has been multiple places. This has been Heaven Hill.
Yes, it has.
And honestly, this juice could not have been Heaven Hill because I wonder who did this.
Could be Brown Foreman.
Could be. Doesn't taste like that.
10 years, 20 years ago?
Possible. Yeah, it's true. 20 years ago.
Minimum 20 years ago?
Yeah, maybe with that banana note.
You learn something new every day. I'm sure somebody in our comments knows.
Yeah, somebody does.
Don, do you know? All right, folks. Thanks for hanging out here for what now, technically speaking, has to be the longest episode of What's That Bottle? It won't be because I'll cut it down because we're trying to get these under 20 minutes.
If you have not seen What's That Bottle 17, it would have been the shortest ever. But I had to play through.
So thanks so much for being here with us and this cocky mother.
Oh, me. Yeah,
where do you think I
other
got it from?
Your mother. Whoever that is.
That's really funny.
Anyway,
take us out, Dad.
Like a good bourbon, our videos get better with time.
And as always, take care of yourselves.